Hey guys, so some of you may know me, some of you may not. I have a Pro and Pro 2 spec E36 with a V8 and a dog box and whatnot, and it got really expensive to drift this car. So at some point I was like, damn, we gotta get something cheaper. We can just go have fun and drift, and I did not even worry about anything. Just put a set of tires and drift for a few hours, rather than put a set of tires and drift for like 20 minutes tops, you know? So this is what the next few videos on this channel are gonna be about. We're gonna try to build a cheap, reliable BMW, and we're gonna start with this Z4.
Every day I'm hustling.
So about the car, this is a 2006, I think 2006 BMW Z4 with a 3.0 engine. The engine is it's a M54B30. It has a 6-speed. It had light damage here in front, which what I did, I disassembled, and we had to replace a bunch of sensors, the upper hose, we have the radiator here, so all of that stuff. But the first thing we're gonna do, as I said, is gonna pull the differential out and weld the differential, because that's what you need to be able to ride walls and do fat burnouts and whatnot, you know? Let's raise the car and start disassembling in the back and see how far we can get done today. Car is all the way up in the air. Let's see what's underneath. As far as I know, people say the rear the suspension on the Z4 is pretty much like the E46, but the wheel base is shorter, which should make for snappier transitions, and snappy transitions is big thumbs up for me. So the reinforcements are out. It's pretty cool how this car had them, you know. Now this one needs to be removed, next one, and then the head shield, and hopefully I'll have enough space to remove the differential. Look at this cute little resonator. Pretty amazing. Now this is next. I don't think I'll be able to, I don't know, kind of like, I really don't want to remove the exhaust because I have to unbolt it over here, and this is rusty bolts. Nobody likes rusty bolts. So I decided to spray some PB Blaster on this, just in case I'll have to remove the exhaust. So in case you guys don't know about this, this is the stuff you use to remove rust from the old bolts and stuff. But yep, I'll give it like 10 minutes and maybe just spray a little more here. Okay, cool. And it should be much easier. And if it doesn't go, usually I get the torch and I preheat it a little bit, which helps. Looks like I will have to remove the exhaust. I'm not very happy about it, but luckily this time BMW didn't do a very complicated job. It's like a bolt. Yes, over here. So it's 2 bolts here, and then two bolts here, and all the way here, like 4 bolts here. So I have the muffler supported. Now I have to remove the rusty bolts that I covered with PB Blaster. I assume I'll have to heat them up a little bit, just to heat usually helps with that. But it's gonna be, I expect they're gonna put up a fight. But the good part is we plan to install long tube headers, because I don't know if you can tell, the stock headers over there are super restrictive. People say you pick up quite a bit of power and torque after you put aftermarket headers. So because I'm gonna remove these and they're gonna be already soft, in a few months we're gonna have much easier time installing the headers, because this is gonna be already removed. So it's not that big of a deal. So lucky me, the bolts didn't put up any fight. They came out like slow, but they came out pretty easy. And thank you BMW for using copper bolts in your exhaust system. See, that's copper. That's why it came out easy. If it was like regular steel, maybe it's just the whole thing is copper, then it would definitely rust into the bolt, and good luck getting that out. Boom, the exhaust is out. This is what we're left with. We can see the diff more Now the shield is coming down, and then we can see the drive shaft and all of that. This is something pretty cool. All you people that know E36s and E46s, you know that your gas tank and everything, like the pump and everything, goes from the top. Here, because there's no way to get it from the top, it's here on the side, underneath. By the way, a cool trick for your new mechanics. So now that if you try to unbolt the drive shaft, see it's spinning and you're not gonna be able to unbolt it. So you have to put it in gear or e-brake up. I choose to put it in gear, and without even getting up in the car, you can grab the shifter rod over there, fuck, dirt, and just push it forward. You can see my fingers there. Just come on now. Move a little bit, and then again. Okay, now it's in gear. Now it doesn't want to go anywhere. Now you can easily just remove those bolts. Okay, so the drive shaft is unbolted. I had to remove the bolts from the central support bearing and to give it a little more space over here. So now it's just spinning, and that's good. Now we just have to remove this bolt and that bolt and a bolt over there, and the diff should want to come out. We'll see how that's gonna go. But before that, axle bolts, and because the differential is not welded, it didn't make sense for me to keep the drive shaft. Now I have to pull the e-brake anyways to lock the wheels, or just jam something over here so it doesn't move. But I'll just probably get up there and just pull the e-brake and then bolt the bolts, then release the e-brake, turn it upside down to reach the bolts that I'm not able to reach, and then loosen the rest of the bolts. I also suspect we'll have to remove the sway bar because it's probably going to be in the way. So I have my wrench there, and I also have, well, this the ratchet, and I have the wrench, and I put the wrench like this, and I expect them to be pretty tight and pretty stuck there because they've never been removed. On the race car over there, they're pretty easy to remove, you know, I mean they're torque to spec, but because we always check them, they're pretty easy to unbolt. This one I'm gonna put up a fight, and it's crucial to have the socket all the way there, so it doesn't strip the inverted torque. Okay, all the bolts are loosened. Now I can just rotate the wheels and take my air ratchet and just unbolt each bolt. Make sure it's seated in. Axles are unbolted. Now the question is, will the differential come out with a sway bar attached? Strong suspicion, the stinky, that's not very stinky, it's just strong, that it won't, and sway bar removal is a pain in the ass over here, so wish me luck. This is the subframe mount, and it's really hard to get in there with anything, so the solution was to remove this cover, and now we can get to the sway bar. Okay, the sway bar is lowered. I think this should give me enough space to lower the diff and get it out of there. So now it's just 1, 2, and 3, and hopefully this thing is gonna come out. Front bolts are out. Now you can see the diff moving like this. I have this support thanks to Jan Duncan. Shout out Duncan Motorsports. Now I gotta remove that big ass bolt over here. I got a 21 on it and it's not moving, so I need to get some sort of a pry bar and pry that thing out of there. All the bolts are out. Now it's just held by this prop, whatever it's called. Damn, BMW axles. The good shit. Hopefully they'll never break. Alright, so I think that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry about the camera work. I promise it's gonna be much better next time. See you guys later.